One of the great things about being in this profession is you get some really good success stories, and some are not always so great, but we have more positive ones than negative ones by any means. And there's always a certain student that touches your life that you come in contact with that you just kind of remember. And it's hard for me sometimes to always sit down and pick one, but one that just off the top of my head kind of sticks out to me is a young man on the football team that we had. He'd come here by the name of Inky Johnson. And Inky was a young man that came out of a high school in Atlanta, an inner city high school named Crim High School. It was not a very, very good high school, to say the least. In fact, it has shut down since he had left. It's already shut down because it was pretty crime infested and not one of the better schools you'd want to come from. He was talking to me about he wanted to major in this, and his goal was to graduate early. After kind of looking at Inky's academic history and where he was from, we're like, okay, that's great for him to think that. We don't want to not have him think that way, but I don't know if that's really realistic looking at his academic background, that he's going to be a guy that can graduate early if he even gets into school. At first, he did not quite just knock the bar out when we did some of the testing. So we're like, okay, that's probably more of a product of the environment he came from, which it is. He just didn't have the great education and go to a great school that prepared him for what he was going to see in college. But he made up for that with hard work and dedication and commitment to his studies. He had a goal. This is a young man that we would learn later. If he has a goal, he's going to reach it. You tell him he can't do something, and he's going to prove you wrong. Our building closes at 10:30, but usually they'd be here 7 to 9. Well, Inky would be the last one out of the building almost every night. At 10:30, they'd have to kick him out of the building. I mean, he just outworked everybody, whether it was on the football field or whether it was in the classroom. It was amazing to watch this young man that hadn't been prepared great academically when he got here to just work his butt off, use the tutors, use everything we had for him, and take full advantage of it. And a guy that just started all of a sudden chipping away, and before you knew it, the guy did exactly what he said. He graduated in just a little over 3 years with his college degree. No one would have expected that when he came out. It just speaks volumes about some of the stories that you don't always hear about here at UT of great student athletes that are just really, really inspiring to all of us. I'm a better person for having worked with them and appreciative of the opportunity.